the right place. Why I'm saying this? Because if you have So hello my dear friends, कैसे हैं आप सब? So as you all can see that this is the first live streaming session from my side. And why I'm creating this so that we can make it interesting. So this is the main point of having this session. So let's make it interesting, guys. As this is the first session from my side, so maybe I will make certain mistakes. So extremely sorry for that. But the main objective is to share with you all guys whatever I'm learning and how much or whatever I can share with you all. So again, my dear friends and my colleagues, so I would like to welcome you all on this channel, and I hope that you all must be enjoying in learning whatever we have discussed or whatever I have shared on this channel with you all. So as you all can see, we have around 1000 plus subscribers on this channel, so that is extremely great to have. And as you all can see that we have around 130 plus videos on this channel on multiple technologies, as you can see on your screen. So you can make the best utilization of this and you guys can learn, though I'm getting a lot of comments, but still it's not that what I'm actually expecting from you guys. So what I'm expecting that you guys should share your valuable suggestions. You can comment, you can write me on mail, you can ask me your doubts, you can let me know what all you want to learn so that I can create the content accordingly. So these are the various videos which are already there on channel. You can visit the channel and you can watch these videos, and if you're having any doubts then you can ask me. So as you can see, we have videos on HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React.js, then multiple videos on object-oriented programming language, then Java programming language. You can see videos on database programming, Spring framework, Spring Boot framework, and there are a lot more to come, guys. So let's continue to learn with the same zeal, and let's see how much we can create and what all we can come up with based on, and it will all depends on the feedback which I will get from you guys. So guys, in this particular video, as you all can see the content and the main heading of our video, you might have seen the thumbnail which I have added for you all guys, so that you guys can have the clear understanding that what we are actually going to present and why I have created or started this particular live streaming for you all. So today in this particular video, we are going to discuss about how we can create our custom collections framework. So before that, I'm expecting from you all guys to come up with your suggestions. You can write me. I am here to answer your queries. I want to hear from you guys. So how much of you have already joined, or do I need to wait for you guys, or are you ready for learning collections framework? And you can let me know if my voice is clear to you, or do I need to be a little bit louder, or is there any problem in watching my screen? So you can come up with if you're having any doubts. I want this session to be interactive, so let's not hesitate and let's ask your doubts. and whatever queries you are having, because if it will be interacting, then I will also be able to deliver much more and in a much better convenient manner. If you want me to have the discussion in Hindi or in any other language in Punjabi, then also I'm ready for that. But let's discuss. Let's make it interactive. You can comment me. Okay, let me create a poll for you all guys. So, do you like, do you want to learn collections? How we can create our own collection framework? So you can respond by clicking on yes or no button, and based on that, based on the voting which I will get, we will see that how good we are going. So guys, let's not waste much of our time and let us start our today's discussion on custom collections framework development. So before starting this topic, guys, can you guys tell me that what is this collection actually mean? You can write me in the comment section and I will try to answer your questions, your doubts. Let me make this window a little bit shorter so that you can view the screen properly. Okay, I think it's better now. Okay, so guys, आप मुझे बताइए कि collections क्या होता है? Yes. अगर अपन कलेक्शन की बात करें तो पहली बात तो मैं आपको बता दूं, इट इज़ नॉट ओनली रिलेटेड टू बैक एंड लेयर और इट्स नॉट ओनली रिलेटेड टू योर जावा लेयर, योर यूआई लेयर, but it is related to your entire development phase. Whether you are working in your database layer, there also you are using collections, right? Especially when you're working with PL SQL. And if you are using your, if you're working in your backend layer or if you're working in your UI layer, there also in each and every point you are using collections. So what is collection, guys? Yes, anyone? You can tell me by writing in comment section. So guys, चलिए मैं आपको बताता हूँ कि collection क्या होता है. So if you want to represent a group of individual objects as a single entity, then you can use collections. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? मान लीजिए कि आपके पास मल्टीपल ऑब्जेक्ट्स है, जरूरी नहीं है कि वो ऑब्जेक्ट सेम टाइप के हो, वो ऑब्जेक्ट्स डिफरेंट टाइप के हो सकते हैं. दैट कैन बी होमोजीनियस, दैट कैन बी हेट्रोजीनियस. तो आप उन सभी ऑब्जेक्ट्स को एक साथ कलेक्ट कर सकते हैं सो दैट यू कैन मेक वेरियस ऑपरेशंस ऑन दोज कलेक्शन ऑब्जेक्ट्स. तो उन सभी को एक साथ स्टोर कर सकते हैं बाय यूजिंग कलेक्शंस. अगर अपन जावा की बात करें, अपन कलेक्शन फ्रेमवर्क की बात करें, अपन मैप फ्रेमवर्क की बात करें, तो अपने पास वेरियस कलेक्शन फ्रेमवर्क्स, कलेक्शन क्लासेस है, राइट? इफ there can be an list, under list we can have array list, linked list, vector, stack. If we talk about set, we have hash set, linked hash set, sorted set, navigable set, tree set, right? Then we have queue, we have priority queue, blocking queue, dq, array queue, right? And if we talk about our map framework, then there we have hash map, linked hash map, navigable map, sorted map, tree map, hash table, dictionary, right? Properties class. So we have various different framework classes which we can use based on their applicability, based on your requirement. You can use them. Suppose you want to allow duplicates objects in your collection, then you can use array list. If you don't want duplicate objects, then you can go with set, right? You can go with hash set. If you want your collection objects to be arranged in a sorted manner, then you can go with tree set, right? It can be tree set, or if it's a key value pair, you can go with tree map, right? So guys, this is a brief overview on collections framework, but in this particular video, my main concept is not focused on collection of classes which are already defined in framework. I have created this particular video so that we can understand that what is actually happening in background. Here I have created an complete project and I have created different methods to make you understand that how collection framework is actually working in background, how add operation is happening, how your remove operation is working. So let us go point by point and let us try to understand that what actually collection is all about. So as I have already told you, if we go little bit back from collection framework, then we were having arrays, right? एरेज में अपन क्या करते थे, वहां पर हम, हाँ आप बोलेंगे कि वहां पर हम भी होमोजेनियस ऑब्जेक्ट्स को स्टोर कर सकते थे। कुछ लोग बोलते हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू द डेफिनेशन कि वहां पे खाली होमोजेनियस ऑब्जेक्ट्स अलाउड होते हैं, बट देर आर सर्टेन वेज बाय यूजिंग विच वी कैन स्टोर मल्टीपल objects of different types in array. That is why, but there is a length restriction in array, right? जब आप एरे ऑब्जेक्ट बनाते हैं तो यू नीड टू डिफाइन, यू नीड टू डिक्लेयर इट्स लेंथ, करेक्ट? बट टू ओवरकम दीज प्रॉब्लम्स वी यूज कलेक्शंस। तो कलेक्शन के पहले एडवांटेज की बात कर ली जाए तो कलेक्शन क्या होना चाहिए? इट शुड बी एबल टू स्टोर योर होमोजीनियस एंड हेट्रोजीनियस ऑब्जेक्ट्स। Let me have one comment in the chat and then we will continue with our collection discussion. So are you able to get till now? Are you able to get what we have discussed? Yes. You can answer me so that I can continue. Yes, guys. I'm expecting some response from you and hope I will get them soon. सो यस, अपन बात कर रहे थे कि कलेक्शन की, तो कलेक्शन में इसका फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट पॉइंट क्या है? इट शुड बी एबल टू स्टोर होमोजीनियस एंड हेट्रोजीनियस ऑब्जेक्ट्स। अपन एक काम करते हैं, इन एक एक पॉइंट को अपन प्रोग्रामेटिकली भी समझते जाते हैं। So my dear friends, this is the project which I have already created with the name custom array collections, and under this I have created two different packages. Inside the first package I have created a custom framework class. This is your own custom collection, okay? This is based on array. You can also use map. You This is mainly created so that you guys will be able to understand that what is collection actually mean for. इसे बनाया क्यों गया है, इसकी नीड क्या है, क्या क्या ऑपरेशंस परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं, कैसे ये इंटरनली वर्क कर रहा है। अगर आप एरे लिस्ट की बात कर ले तो उसमें अपन क्या करते हैं, वहां पे इंटरनल डेटा स्ट्रक्चर क्या होता है? रिसाइजेबल एंड ग्रोएबल एरे। तो आप एक तरह से मान लीजिए कि मैंने यहाँ पर क्या करा है, एक एरे लिस्ट का कंप्लीट फ्रेमवर्क डिफाइन करा है। ये कस्टम एरे कलेक्शन फ्रेमवर्क मैंने बनाया है। इसके अंदर अपन ने वेरियस ऑपरेशंस परफॉर्म करे हैं जो कि एक कलेक्शन को करने चाहिए. Then I have also created one more class for testing, and this is that class. So by using this class, we will try to understand the various operations that how our custom array collection is actually working. So my dear friends, first point में अपन ने डिस्कस किया था कि क्या डिस्कस किया था अपन ने कि कैसे हम होमोजीनियस और हेटेरोजीनियस ऑब्जेक्ट्स को स्टोर कर सकते हैं इनसाइड आवर कलेक्शन फ्रेमवर्क. तो कैसे कर सकते हैं आप? ये फर्स्ट पॉइंट इन द फर्स्ट लाइन यू कैन सी दैट I have before this let me tell you that this is the class which I have created for our custom collection and its name is custom array collection. I hope that it is clearly visible to you, but still if there is any problem then let me zoom it out. So let me increase the width of it little bit. So maybe let me make it to 80 so that it will be clearly visible to you. So this is the name of our custom framework class, and here you can see that object type array I have used, I have defined and field inside my framework class, and what it will do, it will store an array of objects. Why I have used object here? So that my custom array collection will be able to handle any object. That is, it can be used for both homogeneous and heterogeneous objects. तो यहाँ पे अपन ने एक ऑब्जेक्ट एरे डिफाइन कर लिया है which is an reference variable or instance variable. What is this? Can you guys tell me? Let's make it little bit interesting and interacting, guys. तो ये क्या है अपना? It is a instance variable which we have defined inside our collection class. तो यहाँ से अपनी फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो गई है कि अपना जो कलेक्शन होगा वो क्या करेगा, होमोजीनियस और हेटेरोजीनियस ऑब्जेक्ट्स को स्टोर कर पाएगा. वेरी नाइस. व्हाट इज आवर सेकंड पॉइंट गाइस? इट शुड बी रिसाइजेबल एंड ग्रोएबल बिहेवियर. क्योंकि हम एरे की बात करें तो वहां पे साइज लिमिटेशंस थी, राइट? तो साइज लिमिटेशंस को अपन कैसे दूर कर सकते हैं वो मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा और आपको अच्छे से समझाऊंगा अभी थोड़ी देर में. जब तक आप मुझे कमेंट में बताएंगे कि आपको अब तक कैसा लग रहा है, एंड डू यू गाइस हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम टिल नाउ, और आर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट वी हैव डिस्कस्ड टिल नाउ? गाइस प्लीज. I hope that whatever we have discussed till now is clear to you. So let us continue with our tutorial and let us continue with our discussion and let us try to see that how it is actually working. Before that, let us wait for 10 seconds and I want some more guys to connect and to respond so that they can also take the advantage of this. Just give me 10 more seconds, okay? I just want to make it clear that whether whatever I'm trying to share with you is it properly visible to you all guys. So just I'm checking that. Hope you don't mind, just give me 10 more seconds and then we will continue with our discussion. So I to you all guys, so just I'm checking that. Hope you don't mind, just give me 10 more seconds and then we will continue with I think it is to you all guys, so just I'm checking that. Check here also. Hope you don't mind, just give me 10 more seconds and then we will continue. I think it is to you all guys, so just checking that. Hope you don't mind, just give me 10 more seconds
and then we will continue. I think
Yes, it is absolutely fine. So we can continue, guys. Yeah. Just 2 more minutes. And what's the issue with it, guys? Just a minute. Meanwhile, you can watch this video and just give me a minute, guys. I think there is some technical issue with the link which I have shared with my team members. So let me, I'm just checking that and we will resume in another 1 minute. So till then, let me show you some of the important videos which I have in on this channel, guys. Just come and just in another 1 minute.
hello, my dear friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel that is Learning and Programming with Chetan. Friends, I hope that whatever we have discussed till now is clear to you. But still, if you are having any doubts, then you can ask me your doubts or queries in comment section. And friends, if you have not subscribed my channel till now, then you can subscribe the channel so that you don't miss any updates of my upcoming tutorials. Friends, now let us start our today's discussion. So today in this particular video, we are discussing about one of the very important concept that is not only from Java perspective, but it is also helpful for you guys if you are appearing for interviews. So the question about which I am talking about is what is the difference between hash map and hash table? So guys, do you know the difference between hash map and hash table? If yes, then you can write your answers in comment section so that others can also get the benefits of that. So my dear friends, let us try to understand the differences between hash map and hash table. So if we talk about hash table, then hash table is synchronized, which means that all the methods declared inside hash table is synchronized, and because of that hash table is thread safe, which means that we can use hash table in multi-thread environment. Whereas if we talk about hash map, then hash map is not synchronized and it is not thread safe. So we cannot use hash map in multi-thread environment. So where we can use hash map? We can use hash map with single thread at a time. And if we want to use hash map in multi-thread environment, or if we want to perform synchronization on hash map, then for that purpose, you can use synchronized map. Now let us discuss about our second difference. So the second difference is about null insertion. So can we have a null key or null value inside hash map? Then my dear friends, its answer is yes. We can have one null key and multiple null values inside hash map. But if we talk about hash table, then we cannot insert any null key or null value for hash table. And if we will try to do that, then we will get null pointer exception. Correct? This is fine. Okay. Now let us discuss about our next difference. So this difference is about traversing. So if we talk about hash map, then in hash map we use iterators for traversing. Whereas if we talk about hash table, then in hash table we can use enumeration or iterators for traversing. So as we have discussed that hash table is using enumerator or iterator for traversing and hash map is using iterators, right? So here comes our next difference. So if we talk about the iterators which we are using in hash map, then those iterators are fail fast. Whereas if we talk about hash table, then here the enumerators which we are using is not fail fast. My dear friends, in a separate video we will discuss in detail about the difference between fail fast and fail safe iterators. But I can tell you in brief that these fail fast and fail safe is related to the concept of concurrent modifications. Now my dear friends, let us discuss about our next difference that is related to performance. So if we talk about hash map, then it is faster in comparison to hash table. And why it is fast? Because hash map is not synchronized, and because of that multiple threads are allowed to operate on hash map objects. That is why it is faster in comparison to hash table, because at a time only one thread is allowed to operate on hash table. So my dear friends, we have understand the difference between hash map and hash table on the basis of performance. Now let us discuss about our next difference, and that is that which classes these hash map and hash table is inheriting. So if we talk about hash map, then it is inheriting abstract map class. Whereas if we talk about hash table, then it is inheriting dictionary class. And one last difference is that hash table is a legacy class, which means that it is defined in initial versions of Java, whereas if we talk about hash table, then it is not legacy class and it is defined in Java 1.2 version. So my dear friends, I hope that you are able to understand about the difference between hash map and hash table. And friends, if you are still having any doubts, then you can ask me your doubts or your queries in comment section. I would like to wish you all the very best for your learnings. Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel that is Learning and Programming with Chetan. Friends, I am creating a tutorial series, and in this particular series, we will going to discuss about some of the very important questions and answers that can help you to crack your interviews that is related to Java programming language and also related to your UI technologies. So as a part of this tutorial series, we will be discussing about very important questions that is being asked in almost all the Java interviews. Along with that, we will also going to discuss about important concepts that is related to your full stack development. So let us start with our first question that is related to Java programming language. So this question is related to the core concept of Java. Okay. So the question is, do Java support pointers? So my dear friends, if you have worked with C or C++ language, then you must be aware of this concept of pointers, right? Let us make this session interactive so you can write your answers in comment section, and you can also drop me a mail. Okay, so let me tell you in brief what is pointers and do Java really support pointers or not. So if we talk about pointers, then pointers is used to point the memory address of an object, which means that pointer directly interact with the memory address of an object. So
So guys, sorry for the interruption, and now let us continue with our discussion. So there was some technical issue in between, sorry for that, and now let us continue. So we were discussing about the size limitations which array is having, so we can remove that. We will see that how we can remove that limitation in our custom collection. Then, so what is the internal data structure of our collection framework? It will be resizable and growable array. Now the next point, if you will see, then the number of elements present in the collection. We should be able to know that how many elements are actually present or exist inside our collection. So before that, let me take you back to our collection class. So here I have created one variable with the name count elements, and we will use this variable for what purpose? To hold the number of elements present inside our custom array collection class. Okay, so using this integer type variable, we will achieve this particular point, that is how many number of elements are present inside our collection. Now before discussing 2 points, let me first take you to our collection class, and what I have currently selected is a default constructor of our custom collection class. So what we are doing inside this constructor, here you can see that whenever I will create an object of my custom collection, then then it should be able to store the elements when I will call its add method. So what we have initially done, we have created an array object, right? Object array we have declared, right? So inside our default constructor, we will initialize this particular object array and with its initial capacity. Okay, so here I have defined its initial capacity as 10. So when I will create, so here in this statement you can see that here I have created my custom array collection by using new keyword. So as soon as I will do this, it will call the default constructor and it will create an object array with initial capacity as 10. And as you all know that initially our till this point, till this first line, our collection object is empty, right? That is why when we are creating this particular object, we are calling this default constructor, and here I have defined its initial value as 0 because currently the count of elements inside our collection is 0. Hope till this point it is clear to you. Still, if you have any doubt, then you can write me or you can ask me your doubts in chat section. I'm waiting, actually I'm eagerly waiting for your reply so that I can respond to your queries. Okay, let us reduce. Okay, let me check the size. Yeah, Let us do one thing. Let me reduce its size to a little bit. Okay, this is my editor. Zoom in. It is actually working in different manner. Okay, no issue. So my dear friends, let us continue now. So we are trying to create an custom collection class or custom collection framework, right? It is our own custom collection. So there should be certain method by using which I can be able to find the capacity of my collection class. What is capacity? It means that how many number of objects or elements my collection can store. Now the next point, if you'll see, what is this? This is about the capacity. Now what is capacity? It means that how many number of elements are there inside our collection class. So when I said how many number of elements, did we missed it? I think here it is not mentioned properly, so let me correct it once. It should come here, yeah, as per the definition. Yeah, this is fine now. So capacity is what? It is the number, it is the actual length of our object array, so that we can get the number of elements which is present inside our object array or our collection object. Yes guys, so here I have defined a size method, and here you can see that we have declared one count element. So by using this count element, we can get that how many number of elements are present inside our custom array collection. So I'm simply returning it to get the size of my collection. And if I talk about the next method, then here this is the capacity method, and here I am returning the size of my object array. So by using this method, what we can do, we will be able to know that what is the actual capacity of my collection, that is how many objects my collection can store. So yes, now let us move on to our next point. So we have created our collection object, right? We have created our collection. Now next point is about the various operation which our collection can perform. So in this particular video we will discuss till this point, and then we will connect again tomorrow to discuss about various other methods which our collection can have, that is remove method, get method, replace method, search method, and insert method. Here we will try to understand add and get, basically the add method. So if we have created our collection, then we should be able to store elements inside our collection. Before that, let me take you to let me try to make it more easy for you to understand. So my dear friends, this is our array, and where it actually exists, can you tell me? It will be available inside our heap memory, right? So as soon as I have created an object of my collection, then what it will do, can you please tell me? It will create an empty collection object inside our heap memory with size of 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let me clear it, guys. And what I am mentioning before is the index value, right? Yeah. So it will start with the index 0 and it will go till index 9, right? So there are 10 elements which can be added inside our collection object. So if we talk about the size, if I call the capacity method, then what value it will return? It will return its capacity as 10. And if we talk about the size, so initially our array object or our collection object is empty. That is why this size method will return 0. I hope this is clear till this point. Now let us try to understand our add method. Yeah, so this is the code I have written for the add method, and by using this add method we will try to understand that how we can insert an object inside a collection object. So my dear friends, I want to add, what I want to do, I want to add an element of a string type with value as a at my 0th index. So I want it to be inserted here, right? Similarly, we will insert multiple values inside our array object, which is a part of our collection framework, which we have created for our custom array collection class. So here I have created an add method, and this add method can have this object. Let me first check if I am getting some response from you guys. So yeah, not yes, but it's okay till fine till now. So let us continue and let us see the implementation of this add method. I hope that you all are able to understand what we have discussed till now. Yes guys, so let us continue with our discussion on add method. So here I am trying to insert an element inside my add method. So how I can add the element inside my custom collection? First ignore these two statements. Let me remove it. So what I am doing, this is the index value, right? What is this? This is the number of elements which is present inside my object array. So initially its value is 0. So what I am doing, insert this particular object element at this particular index of in my object array, and then after insertion I am increasing its value as 1. Hope this is clear till this point, right? Let me do control Z. Let me take you to our page. तो मान लीजिए कि अपन ने मल्टीपल ऑब्जेक्ट्स इंसर्ट करते जा रहे हैं इनसाइड आवर कलेक्शन. सो अपन पहुंच गए हैं टिल दिस पॉइंट. Here in all these places we have inserted an object, and now we have reached to the capacity of our collection. Now my dear friends, what if I will try to insert another element at index 10? What do you think what will happen? तो अपना ऑब्जेक्ट एरे जो अपन इनिशियल कैपेसिटी डिफाइन करी थी जो कि 10 थी, 10 एलिमेंट्स अपन ऑलरेडी स्टोर कर लिए हैं. अब अपन 11th एलिमेंट को ऐड करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. तो अब आप मुझे बताइए कि क्या होगा, क्या होगा guys, क्या होगा. We are trying to insert an object at an index of 10, right? So What it will do, it will give us array index out of bound exception. What it will do, it will give us array index out of bound exception. Correct? If this line is not there, then it will try to insert an object at line at index value 10, but our object array is available to index value 9, then it will give us array index out of bound exception. So my dear friends, here comes the concept of resizable and growable array of our custom collection. So here, before inserting any element inside our custom collection class or object or framework, we are first checking if the size of my array object is equal to the capacity. If it is equal to the capacity, then I will create another array with increased capacity. What I will do in this case, I will create another array. Okay, so this was my first array with size as 10, and I have created another array with size as 20. Let us not waste much time in drawing it, so let me quickly tell you that this is my index 0 and this is still index 9. So when I'm trying to insert an element at this particular index after our index value 9, just a minute guys. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, so I'm trying to insert an object at this particular index which is having an index value as 10. So now in this case we have to create another object with increased capacity. That will be done automatically. We will not do it manually. This we are handling before inserting an element inside our array collection array object. So what we will do, initial capacity will be 10. So when it will reach to this particular capacity, we will increase the capacity of our object array. So we will make its capacity as 20. That will be a twice of what its current capacity is. So how we are doing it? So this condition match. So I am calling this particular method. Okay. Now here what I am doing, I have defined a new capacity. Initial capacity was 10. Now the new capacity is 20. Now what I am doing, I am creating a new object with updated capacity that is 20. So here you can see that we have created another object. Okay, this was our previous object with capacity till 9, and then we have created a new object. This below one is the new object which we have created with increased capacity of 20. So its index value will be till 90. Hope this is clear to you all guys. Yes. Yeah, so this is fine. So we have created another object, another array object with increased capacity. Now the next task is to copy all the elements which were there in this previous object to this new object. यहाँ पे अपन क्या करेंगे, जो अपना पहले का ऑब्जेक्ट था उसके सभी एलिमेंट्स को अपन न्यू एरे ऑब्जेक्ट में कॉपी करेंगे, जिस जो क्या है इंक्रीज्ड कैपेसिटी का है, इसकी कैपेसिटी क्या है हायर है फ्रॉम द प्रीवियस वन. तो ये 10 एलिमेंट्स को अपने को कॉपी करना है इन द न्यू ऑब्जेक्ट एरे, एंड देन वी विल इंसर्ट द न्यू एलिमेंट at this particular location. So how we can do that? So here I have used an loop starting with index 0 till the capacity. So the previous capacity was, what was the capacity? 10, right? It will go till 10. So index will be less than 10. That is, it will go till start with index 0 till index 9. And what we are doing, this is our new object array and this is our old object array, right? So what we are doing, we are assigning the values from old array to new array. So this is fine. I hope it is clear to you all guys. So this was my object array, right? This was my object array which was initially pointing to this one. Then I have created another increased capacity array. Second this is my second array, right? This below one is my second array. Now in the next statement, what I will do, my object array variable will not point to this, but it will point to this. So here in this statement, what we are doing, my object array is assigned with new value as increased capacity array. So now our object array is pointing to the new capacity one, and then this above one is released and will be collected by garbage collector. So now it will flow will come here, and now the capacity is increased. Its capacity is 20, and here our count element value is 10. So it will insert this object element at index value 10, and then it will increase its value as 11. So our object will be inserted at this particular location. So my dear friends, I hope that this is clear to you all guys. Correct? Now in our next session, we will continue and we will try to understand about the remove, replace, insert and delete and various other methods, and we will also test our collection class which we are trying to declare or which we are trying to create. So my dear friends, I hope that it is clear to you all whatever we have discussed till now. Still, if you are having any doubts, then you are most welcome to ask me your doubts or your queries in comment section. And guys, I want you to be more interactive during the session, because as much question you will ask me, I will be able to guide you, will be able to help you. Okay. So you can visit the channel and you can watch various tutorials on this channel. I have also created a playlist for you all guys. So here you can directly go and watch the playlist. So you can see that we have playlist for SQL tutorials for, let me show you all the playlist guys. So playlist created just after this. Yes, let me take you to all the playlist which we have created. Yes, so we have playlist for Java interview questions, Spring Boot. Then we have playlist for your Spring profile, Spring tutorials. 30 tutorials are there on Spring framework. 20 tutorials are there for Spring Boot, thread lifecycle, thread concepts on string interfaces, HTML tutorials. 44 plus tutorials are there for Java tutorials. Around 7 tutorials on object concept oriented programming language concepts like method overloading and all, overriding and everything. So guys, you can take the advantage of this and you can ask me your doubts and your queries in comment section, or you can write me an mail. But let's make it interactive. So based on the responses which I will get on this particular video, on this live session, we will soon connect and we will try to understand the various other concepts related to our custom collection array class. There is much more to come, but it will only depends on your feedbacks. And there may be certain mistakes which we have followed, which was might be there, but yeah, that's okay. It's our first interactions, so extremely sorry for that if you faced any difficulties in joining or in connecting. So yeah, it's time to end this session, and I would like to see you all guys soon. Till then, bye bye and take care. Have a nice day.